Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Dragons of Tarkir Fate Reforged draft. We open Kolaghan's Command, which is a good card, definitely. You get to get a Gravedigger effect and Shock, which I think is likely in the two modes you're going to do the most. But yeah, even Destroy Target Artifact probably comes up every once in a while, but I certainly think it's worthy of first picking a two-color card right away, which I don't like to do ordinarily, but in this case, the 2-for-1 value alone, I think makes it worth it. Other notable cards that we're passing, I like Deathfang, I like Monk, Berserker, Elkherd, Warbrute, Faithful. Even Servant and Sabretooth are good cards, but yeah, pretty easy first pick there. Okay, so follow-up pick. I'm comfortable taking Tail Slash. I think the best card is probably Epic Confrontation and Inox Survivalist, seeing as they're good. Uh, well, Epic Confrontation just because it's such a well-costed removal spell, and Survivalist because it's like a 2-for-1 creature. That just nothing about this card to me really makes sense why it's such a good Megamorph cost, and why the other Megamorphs in this are so like poorly costed. Like 7 mana for 1 attack with a 7 power guy, and then he has Defender the rest of the time. I don't know. Kind of drives me nuts about some of the Megamorphs in this set. They just if I had, I'm trying to think of all of the only complaints I have about this set. A lot of it is like the morph just aren't as exciting as they were in cons. It feels like, I mean, Survivalist is good, but I feel like Survivalist is kind of the exception. A lot of it's like that 7 mana cycle, I think, is what really bugs me. They're just not as good as you want them to be. All right, I like Corpse Swift quite a bit. Um, what else is good in here? Warbringer might be better if we're going for like a black-red dash. I mean, certainly it seems like the card to pick if I want to really commit to black-red. I would say Warbringer is the card to go. Corpse Swift, on the other hand, is very strong, but it's more of a, I would say, blue-black control deck. And I remember I read plenty of comments of people saying you don't have to just run it in blue-black. I get that. I understand. I'm just telling you where I believe you're going to get the most value out of Corpse Swift in a deck that's got a lot of exploit, a lot of self-mill, a lot of stuff like that. I'm going to take the Warbringer. I definitely like the card, and if I could make a black-red dash deck, that would be cool. So follow-up pick with the Hand of Silumgar. I mean, I'm fine with that. Death Touch is good. Otherwise, Butcher's Glee would be fine. Yeah, best card in the pack is probably Scion. I think Hand of Silumgar's up there. It's a pretty solid 2-drop. Not to mention it's an irrelevant creature type too, which is nice. And on top of that, it works amazingly well with Tail Slash. So let's take Hand of Silumgar. Okay, so now we have another Butcher's Glee. We also have Lightning Berserker, which is a card I like, I think, more than most people do. I actually like this card. I don't think it's a bad card. But it could be a Butcher's Glee pick regardless. I actually think it's an uncommon too. You don't see it that often. I don't know. You know what? I just like the Berserker. I understand if people think it's not that good, but there's certainly some good green picks in here though. I mean, Lurking Eric's is pretty good. Quartermasters are definitely good. Um, I still like the Berserker though. Okay, so now it's Kindled Fury. I mean, Guardian Shieldbearer is not that good anyway, and Inspiring Call is, I mean, whatever. I think it's a Kindled Fury pick regardless. Certainly works well with the Hand of Silumgar once again. But nothing else in black or red. Okay, I like Kolaghan Aspirant And in a deck like this, you really can't have enough 1 and 2 drop creatures. I definitely like Coat with Venom too, but Aspirant's actually just a really good card since 1 toughness guys like can't even block it, and it can kill 3 toughness guys, and it's 2 mana, so it's actually just a really nice card. Okay, I'm fine with Volcanic Rush now. If we're gonna play something ideally hyper aggressive, I think Volcanic Rush would be very good. That once again another card that pairs really well with Hand of Silumgar, seeing as it gives Trample and Death Touch, which is a really nice ability mashup. Okay, so I think we finally perhaps have missed. And I did see the comment saying that I overvalue Duress. Um, that's okay to think that. I mean, I don't think I'm super highly prioritizing it. Maybe I picked it too early in a draft, but here it's either Duress or Ancestral Statue, just to like get rid of reducing statures and pacifisms. But I'm going to take the Duress. It's a sideboard option. All right, so now it's Skirmisher versus Defeat. This is interesting. I only have 4 creatures right now. And like I said, I think Defeat perhaps is a little bit better than Skirmisher, but I've actually been pretty unimpressed with Defeat. And like I said, you really can't have enough 2-drop creatures. This one also happens to work well with our Warbringer, so I'll take it. I think it is. In the end, it's just a bear, but I think that's fine. You know what? I've yet to see this card played. Currently, we don't have a great deck for it, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to see if that possibly opens up to us. All right, we can take Virulent Plague for a sideboard. Currently, we don't have any token-producing cards anyway, so I don't see why not. Territorial Rock seems like a decent card against our plan. All right, so we started off okay. It did appear that green was open, but I still think currently we can make black-red dash work. We have a really nice, like, we have early components for it that are quite nice actually. Oh wow. Okay. Well, pretty tempted to take the Warbrute, which pairs best with the Warbringer, but on top of that is just a really powerful card. There's also Aspirant and Skirmisher. I think we're likely to table one of those. Not as likely to table the Warbrute, so I'm going to first pick the Warbrute here. And to start it off, I'm willing to put my guys in their hard casting cost rather than their dash, just to get a better idea of what everything in our deck hard cast looks like. So hopefully table Aspirant. It's okay if we table Skirmisher. I think I like the Aspirant more than the Skirmisher, though. Okay. Now we have Butcher's Glee again. We also have Sabertooth Outrider, though. Surge of Righteousness, of course, good against us. I think we're just taking the Outrider. This card's pretty good. Good way to push some damage through. And Butcher's Glee is good, but I want more creatures. We're currently sitting at 6, which is actually a pretty low creature count for 11. Well, it's not low. I shouldn't say that. We only have 11 cards. But more creatures the merrier when you're trying to be hyper aggressive. All right, I love a Tarka Efreet. I think Behemoth's good too, and Dragon Fodder's good. But Efreet's, I'm just a huge fan of this card in general. Synergizes extremely well with Tail Slash, Volcanic Rush. It kills things, pairs well with the Formidable. The fact that it kills 1 toughness guys and maybe allows you to get in for 6. It's just a really powerful card in my mind. Oh, I guess I can put that in the 4 slot for now. Okay. Ooh. Bloodchin Fanatic's a pretty nice pass to us. Besides being a very efficient creature, pairs well with our other warriors, which would include Hand of Silumgar and Skirmisher and Aspirant and even Sabertooth Outrider. So that's kind of nice. Yes, Bloodchin Fanatic it is. Okay, so now we've got Shambling Goblin and Coat with Venom. This is interesting. I do like the Coat with Venom. At the same time, I do like the Shambling Goblin, but the Shambling Goblin is not the best beatdown card. Question is, am I sure Coat with Venom's gonna... I think Coat with Venom's likely to make it. And I think Shambling Goblin would make it too, but I'd rather find better upgrades. I think Coat with Venom is going to work slightly better for the deck. That's you know what, that's debatable. So, all right, actually, that's crazy to me that Vulturous Haven is this late. I'm certainly going to take it. I like Lose Calm too, but Vulturous Haven, regardless of, I mean, it evades, so it's good for us. It allows us to exploit and get some more card draw, possibly finding, you know, the burn card we need to win, which we currently admittedly don't have yet. All right, a couple good picks here. We can take Tormenting Voice or we can take Volcanic Rush #2. Volcanic Rush #2 seems a bit extreme, whereas Tormenting Voice might be something that we want. All right, I'll take the Tormenting Voice. Okay, we'll take a Lose Calm now. I think that's fine. It's a pretty good card. So now we're definitely back on the hunt for some good creatures. Hopefully we table... Did we already miss tabling an Aspirant or a Skirmisher? I'm not sure yet. It might be the next pack. Let's take a Statue for sideboard. If we play against a Pacifism or a Reduce in Stature heavy deck, we can bring it in. And it's actually a nice tool to get away from those problems. All right. I guess we take Vial. Not thrilled about it, but might play it. Okay. Grave Purge, I guess. Sideboard option against removal heavy decks. Some pretty good late anticipate. I'm going to take a Foil Swamp because it's a Foil Swamp. All right. Shambling Goblin. We'll take it. Custodian. Actually a good tool against us. All right. So out of pack 3, I mean, we only need 3 cards, but I do need to clean up and get some creatures. I would prefer to not main deck the Vial of Dragonfire. I guess Foul Tongue Shriek is pretty unexciting most of the time, especially since I'm currently not rocking a ton of creatures. Okay. Some pretty interesting cards here. We've got Bloodfire Enforcers. I'm trying to think how many sorceries we have. We have Tormenting Voice, Lose Calm, and that's it. So I think Bloodfire Enforcers is a card I kind of want to take, but I feel like it's going to be difficult to get it first strike and trample. I may just want the Reach of Shadows, get the removal. Reach is a pretty good one. Otherwise, hopefully table Mardu Scout or Bloodfire Enforcers. More likely table the Lightning Shrieker, which at this point we might just take. But for now, I think we just take the premium removal. Ooh, Arcbond's a great one. Oh, Heel Cutter too? Jeez. This pack has... And Palace Siege? Oh my god. This pack has everything we want. Everything. I think I got to take Palace Siege. You pick dragons on that, you just put a clock on your opponent. Granted, it's not hyper aggro, but a 4-point life swing every turn? It's pretty tough. Arcbond, though, is crazy, too. Ugh. This pack's killing me. I'm going to take the Palace Siege. Alright, Battle Brawler definitely seems correct here. At least we're picking up good cards. It just sucks that we're passing good cards too, I guess, but we're picking up good cards, so I can't complain. Alright, Heel Cutter now, definitely. Could not ask for a better card at the moment. And we're looking like a 17 land deck, so let's figure out a cut. I guess Probably Vile. I still have this pipe dream of making Foul Tongue Shriek work, but admittedly, it's probably not. It's likely not happening. But Heel Cutter, certainly fine with. All right, I think I don't mind having some more 2-drops, especially alongside the Battle Brawler. I don't think Efreet's that great of a card, though. I will say that, but we'll take it. Um, could take the Rune Mark. Would prefer to not play it. So let's hate the most annoying card against us, which might be the Cleric, because it's a cheap life gainer. Certainly not the best card in the pack, but I think it's the best against our aggressive plan. Kind of gives them a nice little defense. All right. Guess we take Hooded Assassin, and I probably run it over. I don't know, actually. Probably run it over Shambling Goblin, just because Goblin's not that great. It is something to do with Avon, but when all is said and done, it's a 1-mana 1/1. I'd rather have a Hooded Assassin that can at least kill something. All right, how good is Temur Battle Rage in our deck? I guess that's a question. We've got Tarkir Efreet, Sabertooth Outrider, not Warbringer. Warbrute's certainly good with that. Otherwise, I'm taking Fierce Invocation, which is another 5-drop. Not terribly exciting. Guess I can take the Battle Rage. I can see times where it would be good, but might be tough to get all the value I want out of that. Guess we can take a Lightning Shrieker. Am I going to play it? Probably not. Do I care about any of these other cards? No. All right, collateral damage might be something that we're interested in, possibly. Dragon Rage is interesting. I think this card's probably playable, but we've got enough combat tricks rocking right now where I don't want it. I think I'm just going to hate the Cunning Strike. I do find myself hating this card a lot, but it's only because it's a pretty nasty card, actually, in this format, it seems like. Even though it's 5 mana for 2 damage. I guess it's 4 damage total if you count the damage it does to the face and stuff like that. So I got to figure out what I'm main decking and what I'm not main decking. I may actually second collateral damage. It's also a Huge Stone Retainer, but I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm gonna run. I may actually run 2 collateral damage just because it can burn the face, which I don't think is bad. All right, break through the line. I've got enough 2-power guys where this might be a sideboard option against like a heavy defense deck. That doesn't seem too outrageous to me. All right, Rune Mark, but I don't think we're playing that. All right, so pros and cons of our deck. Cons were 14 creatures is not the ideal when you're trying to be an aggressive creature deck. So I think we're just going to end up cutting spells from here. I do have to figure out what spells those are exactly, but we'll get that figured out. Strengths of our deck. We have some powerful cards. Like Pal Siege is very strong. We have pretty good removal. Reach of Shadows. I wish we had more burn, but I think that's okay. So yeah, I don't think I can really comfortably cut any creatures since I've only got 14. This is what our curve looks like if I hardcast everything. This is what our curve looks like if I include dash effects and stuff. So it actually starts to look a little bit nicer like that, actually. But I think we actually are going to cut the Tormenting Voice. As much as I think the card is actually pretty good, I think I've got other stuff that I'm a little more interested in. I feel, what's the other mode on Pal Siege do? I probably should have read that. Return, okay, the creature card from your graveyard to your hand. It's not bad. It's kind of cool with Bloodchin Fanatic, actually. I'm pretty tempted to cut Team or Battle Rage. Just if you do the final count on stuff where I'm gonna get the full ferocious value, it's not quite enough for me. So I think I'm gonna cut the Battle Rage. I kind of like the Lose Calm with double collateral damage. It's kind of sexy, actually. I could cut Volcanic Rush. I could cut Kindled Fury or Coat with Venom. I'm kind of interested in the double collateral damage just because if I can get enough damage in, being able to burn the face is nice, but even responding to your removal spell with the collateral damage is fine in a pinch. So just as a way to get some more damage in, I like it. And I think at this point I want to main deck the Lose Calm. So the question is, do I want to run Volcanic? Do I want to run all my 5? Well, I'm running Reach and Shadows and Palace Siege, so the only one that's on the fence there is Volcanic Rush. I still like Tail Slash, one-sided like fight effect sort of. It's pretty strong. Even good alongside like Coat with Venom style effect or something. It's gonna be tough to cut any of my one-drop spells, so I think the only one that I really could comfortably cut, and considering I've only got 14 creatures, I don't think I'm going to maximize the value on Volcanic Rush, so I think I can comfortably cut that. So this is what I'm thinking the deck, how I think the deck should be run. I like it. I actually like it quite a bit. Despite the fact that we only have 14 creatures, it looks pretty strong. I like our removal a lot. This is like a burn spell, burn, cheap tricks, like the band, the Lose Calm, Palace Siege. All right, let's combine here. Okay. No fixing, which is fine. So more red than black. Call it a deck. That's what they say too. Okay. Well, I agree. I guess we don't have any double red and we actually do have double black. That's interesting. Does that mean I should run an extra black? I mean, I only need 1 red, right? Whereas I need 2 black. I think I might actually go the other side on this one. I mean, granted, I guess I have the fire breathing effect, but double black seems more important for certain. I mean, on turn 5, if I have a Palace Siege, I definitely want to play that Palace Siege. All right, I think we're gonna run like the deck like this. Overall, I think this deck's pretty good. I like it. I think it can put some pressure on fast and early. Still a bit maybe concerned about double collateral damage in a 14 creature deck, but with that Lose Calm, baby, it's pretty good. 5 mana, steal and sack your creature, and maybe like stealing a creature, sacking it to kill another creature. That's pretty strong. It's only a 2 for 2, but it's like steal your best creature, kill a 3 toughness creature you control. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. So I don't think this deck's insane. I think it's pretty good though. It's overall it definitely could steal a draft, but could also get outvalued. So we'll find out. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the rares we ended up with. Kolaghan's Command and Palace Siege are pretty good, and Bloodshed Fanatic for that matter. So we ended up with some pretty good rares on color. Certainly, it seemed like at one point green was pretty open. That was pretty much just pack 1. Someone I think dove right into green after that. Blue seemed open after pack 2, coming from that side, but I think we managed just fine to cut an adequate amount of good and good black and red cards. So no major issues with our deck that I see, besides not having like 17 creatures, which would be nice since we're trying to be like an aggressive beatdown deck, but like I said, I think this deck is certainly good enough to win a draft as is, so we'll see how it runs. All right, that's all I got for you. Let's go to round one.